right, so here we go, guys. Down at the 3 o'clock position on Terminus is our blue Protoss player and winner of the last 2 games in a row. He is, from Team Liquid, HerO. His opponent, over here at the 12 o'clock position, our Teal Terran player, reigning Code S champion and reigning IPL Fight Club champion. He is NSHS.Jjakji.
Yep, so here we are on Terminus, and this is a map that, of course, just given the nature, tends to be a longer game. We tend to see longer sort of macro games on it, but the way that the natural is laid off, it's actually pretty generous to Terran players that want to do some of those one-base 1-1-1s against Protoss players, or just kind of generally be aggressive too. I mean, it's narrower than it used to be, but it's still okay. It's still not a bad way to go, you know, to try to put on some pressure early. And there's also the whole metagame going on behind all this, you know, where if it's a big map, so I don't expect them to push me early, which is why they're going to push me early, you know, all that kind of fun stuff too. So this is a great map because you really see a very wide variety of playstyles on it.
Mind games are oh so good. And they have been very, very fun lately as well. We've seen some players in high-profile matches 6-pooling. You know, that was something that you saw quite a while ago, but then, you know, even had fallen out of favor as far as just trying to catch your opponent off guard. But it's, you know, come back a little bit lately, just trying to catch opponents off guard. And so Jjakji has clearly shown us that he's willing to do 1-1-1 builds, pressure builds, and things like that. As you mentioned at the last game, though, he's a very versatile player, knows when to switch things up when they're not working. Yep,
that's right. Pretty normal openings from these guys so far. We'll have to see what they decide to do. Notably, Jjakji never really going for that gasless fast expand. You know, never going for the one barracks into command center without getting any sort of refinery. This is kind of a staple of how he likes to play. He likes to get his gas and his tech a little bit earlier. He's not like Marine King who tries to get just a huge economy going right away. So kind of interesting thing to note about his play style, that even on big maps like this, he still wants to get the gas.
And HerO denying mining on that patch for just a little while. SEV going to start tearing away and scouting here, because it looks like Jjakji has been scouting pretty late, and this is, you know, a map where he is going to want to find his opponent pretty quickly. Already starting his reactor, so he's going to get a great amount of Marines started very early on.
Yep. That's right. And he could decide to throw down another barracks after this too, and do some sort of 2 barracks pressure out of it.
I think
pretty common opening.
Where is it?
Yeah, I guess he is putting down another one. It's actually in his natural. It's a Makarax.
Ah, there it is. It's Makarax. Yeah.
Makarax. You know, the Makarax used to be only if you put your second barracks in the natural, but now it seems like people are calling it if you put your first barracks in your natural as well. So some variation of the Makarax. Yep, and there's the tech lab as well, so it will be probably some early Marine Marauder with that fast concussive shell and combat shields. Oh, nice job by HerO, though, knowing to scout for that sort of thing, and he does find it, so he should have plenty of time now to prepare for this.
Yeah, I definitely think he will. Let's see, though, how much pressure he wants to put on us. He does have his Stalker coming up to the front as well. Now, because Jjakji had invested in the reactor right away, he has less units right now, but his production is going to be very good here very shortly. And it looks like already HerO trying to go after the tech lab and stop concussive shell, at least draw some units out possibly.
That's actually a great idea by HerO to try to do that. And he's being careful enough, too, that he's not letting that Stalker get caught by the Marauder. It looks like he's going to lose his Zealot, but still putting a lot of pressure on here. Nice job. Gets a little bit of damage done. Doesn't quite kill the tech lab like he wanted to, but he does manage to get that Stalker away after only losing 10 health.
Sure, he gets a perfect read on his opponents, forces a few SCVs off the line as well, so and kills a Marine in the process. Yes, at the loss of a Zealot, as we mentioned, but we'll see how he follows this up. Just gateways 2 and 3 for now with the second assimilator. Nothing really out of the ordinary, though.
Yeah, he's going to need to warp in some sentries here pretty soon. Otherwise, Jjakji's going to run right up the ramp, and you certainly don't want that.
No. They're turning into warp gates right now, but I'm afraid this attack may hit beforehand. Looks like the SCV has already died, but there was enough of a delay there for 3 more Stalkers to come out, not even worrying about sentries for the time being.
Yeah, it was a small enough poke that he decided to just go with the Stalkers. You can see, too, that Jjakji is not overly committing to this either. He just made, you know, a couple more units, sent them across, saw if he could do any damage, and already pulled back, you know. So he's playing it safe, and he got enough of a head start, too, where the Stalkers can't exactly catch up to him and kill everything. They might be able to, actually. It's going to be close, but yeah, I think he's going to just barely lose that Marauder, if anything.
Yeah, he actually tried to. Whoa! He actually has to watch it now because he may just lose a few Stalkers in the process. Ooh, gets away.
Yep.
That next concussive shell didn't land. you know, but he actually pulled to the Xel'Naga Tower to check where the army was going first before deciding to head up to the Marauders, and that's what delayed him a little bit. But Twilight Council already on the field now. We have an expansion coming up for HerO.
A lot of gas built up, too, so he could throw that Dark Shrine down if he wanted to, and there it is. Yeah, there's the Dark Shrine.
Oh, wow. You're absolutely right.
Kind of curious to see if he was going to go for Blink, but nope, it is a lot of a lot of... I can't even like talk today, man.
You are sick, dude. You totally have the excuse. You are not feeling well. It is okay.
I'm feeling fantastic, man. I'm getting to watch HerO versus Jjakji.
Hey, that's pretty cool. That's when you're like, oh, I don't feel well today, but man, I get to cast a best of 9 between Jjakji and HerO. Yeah, it's time to go into work.
It's tempting to take those sick days with a job like this.
Yes. That is true. Okay.
Yeah, so I like the Dark Shrine. I mean, he's identified that Jjakji is going for some higher tech, so there's a chance he's not going to have his engineering bay and any turrets quite as early.
I wonder if he's been tricked sufficiently, though, that because of the bunker up at the front, as we see, there's tanks, there's medevacs, a bunch of Marines coming out right now, so this is going to be a very powerful push, but it is of the one base variety.
You're right, and he's not going to have as many scans either with only one command center, so... If Jjakji is smart, which we know he is, he'll be saving some energy.
Right.
But even if he is smart, maybe he's not too.
Well, we'll find out if he saves up any this go-around. Actually, I want to see. It looks like he has 1 mule down, so he's probably recently used it, but he's about to build up to another scan.
Yep, 2 DTs coming in right now.
Oh, yeah, just warping in from the bottom at the same time that there's a drop coming in from Jjakji.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch both of these at the same time, but, yeah, these 2 DTs are going to slip right on through.
He's sending in one first just to draw out the scan. Very smart. And now there are no scans, no turrets, no nothing. But he does raise the supply depots, he knows, and we'll have to see if that drop does any damage at this point.
Yeah, and he knows that the DT is there, but he has to pull a lot off the line just to compensate for it. So that is economic damage being done, even if it's not going to kill him at the moment. Of course, he's got to wait until another scan comes out, and it looks like his drop is getting cleared up at exactly the same time. So HerO on top of things right now.
Yeah, things not going terribly well for Jjakji. I mean, even if he does well, obviously he'll kill this DT at some point. He's also making a Raven as well, but his all-in is going to come so slow at this point. He's not going to have any economy to really expand off of it. Liquid HerO should be ready to defend this all-in from Jjakji.
The Marine popped out of the barracks, was like, I'm trained, I'm going, please. I'm going to use my stim.
No DT, out, man.
No DT. 2 more gateways and a forge coming up along with Storm. So another very powerful Templar composition for HerO as we've seen him employ. His Storm control has been good in that game on Calm Before the Storm. So let's see here, appropriate enough, Calm Before the Storm. Let's see, single forge and just sitting on 2 base. We'll see how quickly he wants to move up to 3. It looks like now he's going to finally start taking out those destructible debris.
Well, he's doing the smart thing. I mean, he could move out and try to push, but obviously his opponent has about the biggest army you could have on 1 base. That wouldn't end up being a very smart idea. So instead he's kind of holding back. He's going to take that 3rd, try to get more ahead, and if Jjakji decides to push here, he should be able to hold it. And if Jjakji decides to expand, he'll be pretty far ahead at that point.
And he's got some Templar warping in now. So, yes, I mean, it may look like supplies are down, but HerO's doing the smart thing. He's investing in infrastructure, investing in upgrades right now, just so that the longer his opponent delays, the more ahead he's going to be when that eventual engagement comes.
Well, yeah, someone who's 1-basing is generally always going to have a little bit of a supply lead at this point in the game over someone who's going for, more than 1 base, just because they're spending a lot of money on stuff that's not units, of course. But still pretty even, so... Can't trust the numbers sometimes. He's got a lot of Templar. They've got plenty of energy for storms built up. HerO could not be actually in a better situation to handle this.
Oh, boy, though. That's a lot of SCVs. See if he goes after the tank. Oh, no, and he may get a few Zealots caught as well. He's trying to research charge and warp in some more units right now, but Jjakji, he's just pulling everything and going for it.
Yeah, those 4 tanks are going to be a problem. That is true.
Yes.
Looks like he will pick off another medevac, and he does get it with that last Stalker shot. He's got to be careful about how he does this, so the Zealots getting a bit ahead again.
Oh!
Great storm going down here. Oh, and the tank sieging up. Oh, and he target fires the Templar.
Yes, he does. So all the Templar have fallen, but those storms were very, very good. I mean, that's a lot of dead units. That's a lot of blood splashed on the ground right there.
Yeah.
And HerO is just continuing to warp in units right now. Yes, there's a lot of SCVs pulled with it, but it's really on Jjakji to try and make something happen quick. He is pushing ahead with that siege line at the moment, and we're going to see if that's enough now to defend against what HerO has on the field, because he is reinforcing so well at the moment.
Yep. And he's waiting for that Archon to finish. I think that's going to be what's going to tank some damage as he tries to engage with this army. He's got to go soon, though. If those bunkers finish, he's going to be in big trouble.
Yes, he is, and he's making his way out now. The bunker's almost down. Very nice Storm once again, trapping a lot of units behind the lines.
Right
and HerO wins another game and has gone up 3-1 on the reigning Codex champion, NSHS.Jjakji.